over 40,000 kilometers around, 24,901 miles in circumference. The Earth is big. And you want to send a message. What do? A long time ago, the options were limited. You might have sent up smoke signals, blown a ram's horn, built a fire beacon, or sounded the drums. With the written word, hand-delivered mail became an option. Later, carrier pigeons became popular. In the 15th century, sailors started using maritime flag semaphores. In the 18th century, optical telegraph. Then the electric telegraph, signal lamps, and acoustic phonograph. Finally, in 1876, the telephone was invented. In a few years, wireless telegraphy and radio would follow. Television hit in 1927, and as early as 1946, there were limited-capacity mobile phones in cars. Transatlantic telephone cable followed, then commercial satellites and fiber optics. By 1969, computers were networking with each other. Ship-to-shore satellite communications gave way to the first cellular phone network, and finally, the Internet. Now, if you want to send a message to the other side of the planet, you can email, text, call, Skype, FaceTime, or voice over IP telephone if you want. 40,000 kilometers around, the world is very small. Ellen White had this to say: "The vineyard includes the whole world, and every part of it is to be worked. The whole earth is to be illuminated with the glory of God's truth. The light is to shine to all lands and all peoples. Our burden for the regions beyond can never be laid down until the whole earth shall be lightened with the glory of the Lord." Was the church up to that kind of challenge? Buckle up for a high-speed history lesson. The first half of the 20th century was filled with firsts for the Adventist Church. The first church in Bangladesh, church in Indonesia, missionaries in Malaysia, tent meetings in Palestine, church in the Bahamas, church in Ecuador, evangelistic meeting in Jordan, indigenous church in Egypt, mission on the island of Guadeloupe, converts in Puerto Rico, school in Hawaii, converts in Iran, training school in India, Adventists enter Sicily, church in Dominican Republic, academy in the Philippines, missionary school in Finland, Brazilian minister ordained, Teachers Institute in China, public meetings in Cambodia, church in Colombia, convert baptisms and church in Iraq, mission in Burundi, clinic in Malaysia, missionaries arrive in Liberia, mission among Guatemalan Indians, church on island of Martinique, church in Cameroon, evangelism in Guam and Micronesia, baptisms in Madeira Island, radio evangelism in Argentina and Cuba, missionary to Cape Verde, sanitarium in Korea, post-secondary school in Lebanon, house-to-house evangelism in French Guinea, radio evangelism in Brazil, summer camp in Puerto Rico, school in Ethiopia, church in Taipei, Taiwan, television broadcast of Faith for Today. At the turn of the 20th century, the church was operating foreign missions like smoke signals and carrier pigeons. But then the countries that had received missionaries started sending out missionaries on their own. And then they sent out missionaries on their own. It's a small world after all. Between the end of 1910 and the end of 1950, over 650,000 new Adventists joined the World Church. And that's not all. We skimmed over one of the best parts of the story. Things got really exciting right around the start of the Great Depression.